Good evening, folks. Welcome to Friday Night Football with Jet HD. My name's Tony Miller.
And my name is Matthew Stanley.
And we have a playoff bout against the Joplin Eagles and the Marquette Mustangs.
I'm telling you, Tony. May I call you Tony?
You may call me Tony.
I am really looking forward to this matchup. Joplin is the number 1 seed, and Marquette is the number 2 seed.
In District 3. Or no, we're in districts. Good job by our wonderful band on playing the national anthem. We just want to say, if we have any veterans watching the game, we appreciate your service, and we thank you so much for defending our country. Now, let's get ready for some football. We've got the Joplin marching band playing the Joplin School fight song.
I would have sang the national anthem, but I don't think anybody would have wanted to.
I don't think anyone wants to hear me sing the fight song. So.
That as well. And yet there you go.
And there I go. The house is packed tonight. The Joplin Suns are just full of prideful students and prideful fans and parents of these wonderful athletes out here. I'm telling you guys, we have a great match. We have two of the best running backs in the state playing against each other today in Isaiah Davis and Christopher Kerr.
What do they call this thing that they run through?
I don't know. I just call it the tunnel.
The big tunnel?
The big tunnel.
It's almost like a bounce house tunnel.
I've thought that before. A bounce house tunnel. Just imagine them bouncing out of there. That's what they do anyway.
We're just a few minutes away from the game, by the way, people.
Yes, 8 minutes if you guys are keeping an eye on our our score cam, which we finally have back this week after some technical difficulties. But we are so happy to have that back on and have the stream running normally again.
Hey, Tone Loke, where do they go after this? The winner.
Okay, so I believe either way, whoever wins this goes to St. Louis to play up there, and winner of that goes to Mizzou to play for state. So, win or lose, no team's going back home next week.
But this is still for the district championship.
This is the district championship. Whoever wins this has won Class 6 District 3. You can see, well, I guess you guys can't see, but Marquette just took the field. We're keeping an eye on our boys who are going to come out of the tunnel. So
The big tunnel. Here they come. And there they go.
That's them.
Hope no one's standing in the way of that.
No, you get trampled there. And you just got to say, these boys are so passionate about what they're doing this year. I mean, they have a chance to take Joplin to state, which they haven't done as Joplin High School, I believe. I believe the last time that a Joplin school was at state was when the Parkwood Bears were undefeated in, I believe, 86? I could be wrong there, so
wow.
don't take me there. I have done a little research. We're huddling before the game.
It's because it's a little cold outside.
It is a little cold, but let's stay warm. Just to preface how cold it is, folks, it is 43 degrees out. It doesn't seem that bad. I mean, these boys out here, once they start playing, they'll feel like it's 50, 60 out. Maybe even warmer. So, I mean, we just had a great football match today, guys. My personal prediction is it's going to be a very evenly scoring game. No blowout here, so I guess it happens. The Joplin section is already getting riled up. Marquette traveled pretty well from coming from the St. Louis area here. I would say about half of the visitors showing field. So a lot of school pride here on both sides. We're just going to be happy to see what happens. I'm excited for this game. I don't know if you are, Matt.
Oh, I'm super excited. Both these teams are pretty evenly matched. It's good football weather out there, although it could be a little bit rainy because I think no one likes to sit in the rain, but I think everyone likes to watch a good, dirty, muddy, rainy football game. Of course, that could just be me, and if that's the case, then now this whole thing is a little awkward.
I don't think the winning team likes this. Whoever wants to win this game, it's both teams, they don't want to see mud because that means lost millions of results.
True.
You can see right now the head coach of Joplin, Curtis Jasper, ready to lead his boys out there. They're out there announcing their starters right now. And I guess we could run through our offensive and defensive starters right now too. Our starting quarterback is Blake Tabb, a senior who so far this season has put up a total touchdown count of 28, 26 of those being by air, 2 of those being by the run. He's thrown over 2,000 yards, and he's ran 147 yards. He's completed 136 passes out of 174. He's only thrown 1 interception this whole year. Okay, sorry about that. Hold up. Our starting running back for the game for Joplin is Isaiah Davis, the running back, senior. His number's 20. He's had 39 touchdowns. 26 of the, reading the wrong stat. 37 of those by the run, 2 being through the air. He caught a couple touchdown passes.
And he also has really great hair.
He does have really great hair. And then here we can see the Joplin team coming out holding the 63 jersey for their fallen player, Caden Roberts-Day. So we're just, you know they're playing for him today. They want to try to take this team to state, and it's all for Caden. You just seeing good sportsmanship out there, just shaking hands. And we're going to see what happens here. The Joplin student section chanting KRD for Caden Roberts-Day. The school is as fired up as the boys are. So.
There goes the flip.
All right. It looks like Marquette has won the coin toss. And I'm not sure who's going to keep this going, but all right, they're out there shaking hands again. South goal, and he was defending the north goal. Joplin talking over. I want to see. I just want to get their game plan ready for tonight. I mean, they have a tough game ahead. Both teams do. And Marquette's going to go ahead and get out there and get ready for the starting of this football game.
Time to buckle up.
Marquette's going to kick this ball away here. And back there in the backfield, ready to receive the ball, is Nathan Glades, number 6, and Zach Westmoreland, number 1, from Joplin. Number 87 is going to want to kick this one off there. And here we go, folks. It's live here at Joplin, and that's going to be taken out of bounds. That kick,
42.
if you saw the kick there, Holden Ledford with the catch. If you saw the kick there, it looked like it hit the ground, bounced off the turf, and went back up in the air. So it was an interesting kick. Not sure if it was intentional or if it was just some kind of mix-up there with the kicker. But either way, Joplin starts out at the 20, the 21-yard line. Sorry, folks. That's the 30. All right, they hand it off to Isaiah Davis, and he gets stopped there. He only gets about 2 yards on that carry. That's something you don't see very often by him. Oh, they're not going to give him any yardage. Interesting. All right. And the snap back to Blake Tash. He passes to Nathan Glades. He's looking to find a hole there. Can he find it? He does. All right, and he gets that one up to about the 30-yard line there. We're actually going to take this back to the, looks like the 27-yard line. There we go.
What, 3rd and 4?
Yes, 3rd and 4.
Oh, almost got him.
Oh, Tash takes off.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Let's see. And they're going to give him the first down there. That's going to move the chains, folks. Blake Tash there couldn't find a man open, decides to scramble for it, and he gets the first down. That's to Trayshawn Thomas. Trayshawn Thomas looks like he's stopped in the backfield. I think that one's going to go backwards.
Blake Tash
No. He did get a little yardage on that one. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not playing the game as good as I should have right now. That's a handoff to Davis.
Oh, there
he
goes
finds
Isaiah
a hole.
Davis.
And there we go. He gets up to about the 42-yard line there. And that's going to be 3rd and 1.
Is that an official timeout?
Yeah, it looks like we have an injury on the field. Number 22 for Marquette. He's up and standing. I mean, you just got to hope that he's not out in the first play of the game. It looks like he's going to be okay. He's going to jog back to the sideline there. I mean, you just got to hope he's not permanently out of this game. You definitely don't want to be out in the first drive of the game. It's such a big game for both teams. They're doing great on holding Joplin back right now. Usually they move it down the field. And they're just not getting their way with this one. That's a pass trace on Thomas, complete for the first down. He's still moving. Oh, you can just hear this place roaring right now. And they're going to mark it down a little over midfield at the 49-yard line. Cash with the throw, and he's going to get dropped in the backfield. No gain on that play. They're going to get dropped to 2nd and 13. A loss of 3. What do you think of this bat so far?
I'm thinking it's pretty intense. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when both teams.
Oh!
Look at that. There you go. Zach Westmoreland.
Oh, wow. What a play right there.
What was that, about a 20-yard pass?
About, yeah. And the referee's going to mark that ball at the 35-yard line. Oh, no, over the 35. And it's Nathan Blakes for the run. He's looking for a hole. And he almost got tackled there. Oh. That was quite a hit there.
Number 6, Nathan Blakes on the carry.
Yeah, he's going to get about, I want to give him about 3 yards there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, but they're only going to give him 1. 2nd and 9. And Blake Tosh drops back. Oh, to Zach Westmoreland, and he's open.
5.
He's going to take this one.
Oh.
No, they're going to give it to him. Touchdown, Joplin. And there we go, folks. It's 6-0 with 9 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wow, what a play by Zach Westmoreland. It looked like there was a couple times where he was going to be tackled, but he kept the ball in, and when he was pushed out of bounds, he made sure he got in the end zone first. So great play there. And the kick is good. Landis with the kick there. And that's going to make this game 7-0 here. 9 minutes and 7 seconds left here. Let's see, Joplin's coming on the field to line up for the kick. Marquette's not going to have anything bring this one back. And here's our wonderful band here, guys. They do such a great job of keeping this crowd lively.
Unless you're on the other team.
Unless you're on the other team, yeah. Still filling up. All right. Landis here. Getting a little stretching. Putting on Nagel. And here we go. It's off. That one's going to shy the end zone. They're going to run this one back. Oh, he finds a hole. said, this is going to be a battle of running backs out there. Some of the best out there. But they're led on the field by their quarterback, George Williams. He's a senior. He's had 16 touchdowns this year, 12 of them by the air and 4 by the run. He's had 875 passing yards. They're going to hand this off to their running back, and they're going to push him back.
Oh, my God.
Wow. He didn't get as much yardage as he wanted, but he did go ahead and pick up 2 yards there. And he just got any yards positive yardage.
Is he the one that has over 2,000 yards rushing? Is that correct?
That is correct. He does have over 2,000 yards rushing.
Oh,
they tried to,
no.
and the flag on the field. It's going to be a false start against Joplin. And you could tell that's what Marquette wanted. They definitely tried to urge that offsides lead.
That referee dropped his yellow handkerchief.
He did. There is some laundry on the field.
Somebody should pick that up for him.
All right, some movement there. George with the ball. He's going to pass this one.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
intercepted.
That
That
was incredible.
Joplin's going to get this one back at the Marquette 30. What a play. Intercepted on the second play of the drive. That's not what you want to see from your offense, but if you're Joplin defense, that's what you want. All right, with 8 minutes left in the first, Joplin has the ball again after a crazy interception. And for your offense with Marquette, you don't want to see that.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. That's it.
That's Trayshawn Thomas. Touchdown, Joplin. They're going to make this a 2-score game now. A lot of people coming into this game, Matt, said Joplin's going to be in for it. And I just think the boys might have heard that a little bit.
They're hungry.
They're hungry. They have something to prove out there. All right. Isaiah gonna hold the snap here. Landis with the kick. Let's see if they're gonna line this one up. Oh, there's a flag on the play. The ref didn't seem happy about something, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh. That's gonna be on Marquette.
They're declining. Looks like they're going to decline it.
They're going to decline the penalty, I believe. No movement here. It was offside charge against Marquette, but they decided to decline that. And
it's good.
Landis kicks. It's good. That means it's 14-0 here in the first. Marquette's going to go up there and regroup. They obviously don't want to have the same thing happen to them twice here.
That's like the first 5 minutes and all that's happened.
Yeah, for the first 5 minutes, and we've had a crazy drive from Joplin. They're hungry. But I think these boys from Marquette, they're hungry too.
Yes.
They're lining up to receive this one. And we've got number 9 out there and number 80. I'm sorry, guys. It's a little hard to see up here from our booth. And, that one's going to get dropped. And they're going to let it go out so they can get the penalty there. But I don't see a flag on the play.
I think he dropped his hanky over there.
You think he dropped his hanky? Yeah, he did drop his hanky. There it is. And you can't kick that one out. Marquette knew that, And I think that's how they want to get to him this game. They just want to try to draw up as many yards from penalties as in while also getting as many yards from playing with the ball. All the yardage helps, so. And in the last few games, Joplin has been very heavy on penalties. So they're hoping not to get as many. So we'll see how this one plays out.
Oh.
And they're going to run this one, and he's going to get some yards there. Christopher Kerr running that ball. We have 2nd and 7 here. Oh, Marquette's getting a little adjustment from their coaching staff. And I mean, I'm not a coach, so I don't know anything about this, but it always looks like they're doing the chicken dance. It was quite the shift. There's going to be a penalty on there. The ref saw something he didn't like. Let's see what he says. Wow. They're going to call it looks like offsides against Joplin. But I mean, I don't know. But I saw the ball snap before any movement, but interesting call by the ref.
There was a lot of movement down there.
We do have to. There was a lot of movement, so the ref's down there. He knows better than we do. So Joplin's not happy about that. That's gonna be
oh my gosh! Batted down.
He almost picked that one off. Joplin's answering the game by the air, and they said no, sir. Which, unfortunately for George Williams, means he hasn't completed the pass.
Yeah, they're not allowing any of that. Not in their house.
Not in their house. All right. They're going to talk it over. Williams leading his troops out there. Let's see what he decides to call here.
3rd and 2.
This is a must get. They're going to give it to the running back. Good idea.
There he goes.
He's got it. And we're going to move this one. There we go. 1st down for Marquette. They're going to go ahead and move this one.
Picked up
about a little more success than they had on the last drive. So I think they're ready to fight back now. There's a flag on the play.
It's just like what you said.
Offsides, Joplin, and they get some more yards. I didn't see anything. I'm really curious about these offsides calls. I'm not sure what's going on out there. I mean, again, we're not down there, so we don't see what's happening on the field as well as we would like. But there are some interesting calls by the refs. Joplin side again, not happy about that call, but you're never happy about that. And that puts them at 1st and 5, which is very manageable to get a 1st down on this drive. And he almost broke it, but he's not going to get that 1st down. About a gain of a yard. And that'll be 2nd and 4.
There goes the crowd.
Student section for Joplin's going wild.
What is that song?
I don't know. I've heard it for about 4 years.
I hear it a
now,
bajillion times. I don't know the name of it.
Never known. And Williams going to give the ball away there.
Nowhere.
And he's going to get dropped back.
Nowhere.
Christopher Kerr and Isaiah Davis not having the ideal running game that they want to have right now. Joe Powell with the stop there. And that, I don't think he was his pal there. All righty. And they're going to line up here.
Listen to all those cowbells out there.
There's a lot of cowbells there. There is no need more cowbell chant now.
We We do not need more cowbell.
George Williams in the shotgun out there by himself. Oh, and it was a
here we
fake
go.
run.
Oh, my God.
It's an option.
There it goes.
He
First
got
down.
it. First down.
I brought my little ones out here last week, and all my little one wanted was a cowbell. We couldn't find one.
Oh, no. Rumor has it Joplin student section got a hold of some mega cowbells. Like
They did.
huge
Those are
ones.
mega cowbells. Those are the kind of cowbells that,
There we go.
like Paul Bunyan.
Like
Well, he had
Paul
an
Bunyan.
ox, didn't he?
Yeah, he might have.
I guess that maybe an ox is kind of a cow.
Some movement from 18 there. Ben Cohen. And it's a handoff.
Oh, man.
Christopher Kirsch is not having the running game that he usually has.
Yes.
And that's just big shout out to Joplin's D-line for holding him. He's a tough guy to hold. And again, on Marquette's defense, good job on holding Isaiah Davis.
That is true.
Who's a monster in the running game there.
I read on the internet a few weeks ago that Isaiah Davis outran a cheetah.
He outran a cheetah. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that article.
I haven't snoped that fact yet to see if that's true or not.
I mean, I wouldn't believe it.
But I did read it on the internet.
I mean, he is a jackrabbit. Isaiah Davis did commit to he committed
Wow.
to, South Dakota State University as a jackrabbit. They're just getting
That
stopped,
defense is
stopped.
just,
The defense,
I mean, they are zeroing in on the ball.
all right, a little adjustment there by the Joplin defense. Want to make sure everything's okay. Marquette ready.
Listen
Williams
to that
out there by
crowd.
himself. The crowd is going wild. They want to try to mess them up as much. He's going to keep it there. He gets some
No.
yardage, but not the success that he needed to convert. And let's see, are they going to keep them on there? Looks like the offense is going to stay on there. They're not going to try to punt this one away or go for a field goal.
Oh, I
No.
love it when they do this.
They want a first down. And, you know, the rules of fourth downs for maybe some of you guys that don't know a whole lot about football is that if they don't make something happen here, the ball is stopped.
Oh,
Wherever
no!
And Joplin will
Man,
take
that-
the ball back at
Wow.
the 40 with a sack.
Who was that?
Holden
Number 12?
Ledford. Holden
42?
Ledford. Holden Ledford with the sack there.
I do the same thing every time I play Madden. That's probably why I lose a lot when I play Madden.
You always go for the foot.
I always go for it. I feel like everybody should always go for it. I don't like punting or, getting rid of it like that.
Oh, Isaiah Davis looks like he's going to find a lane. And it doesn't happen. He's going to get pushed out of bounds, but he's going to get a gain of about 2 yards, I believe. Oh, a lot more than 2. That'll make it 2nd and 6 here. Blake Tash in the shotgun. Oh, and it's a handoff to Glades. And he's brought down as soon as he touches
Wow.
that ball. And we're going to go ahead and send this one back to 3rd and 11. All right. The defense for Marquette is starting to get a little irritated. And so they're going to try to...
Oh,
that's
oh my gosh.
incomplete. Incomplete. It's not a fumble there. It's an incomplete pass.
That was some pretty sweet D on
It
Marquette's part.
was. And Joplin not going to keep their offense on there. They're going to send on that punting team. And you got good job on the defense. Joplin is a team that just hasn't had to punt the ball
Yes.
for most of the season. Zach Westmoreland back there to punt this one off. And unless they fake it with a direct snap to Davis, then we're just going to go ahead and punt this one down the field. And that's what's going to happen.
Man, I just have
Punt
not
down
seen many pumps at all, or
to the
punts
30.
at all from Joplin.
And Joplin going to pick that one up and set Marquette to come on down at the 32-yard line. And that's great field position for the Mustangs. They're hoping to look to make something happen on that drive and just get some score on that board. And here comes the Marquette offense. Let's see what Williams and co. can come up with now.
42 seconds left in the first quarter, by the way. And that's pretty much all I know about football.
Maybe you're in the wrong gig.
I think that's why I'm sitting up here. I probably won't be invited back after this. I'm gonna go out in a bang, out in flames.
All right, that one's being stopped at the 23-yard line. Only a gain of 1. That makes it 2nd and 9 here. And I think they're going to let that clock run and go ahead and move this on to the second. Just regroup. And they're going to run that clock out, and we're going to move on to the second quarter. And at the second quarter, the score is Joplin Eagles 14, Marquette Mustangs 0. All right, both teams are going to take a small break, and they're going to recommunicate. Again, we just want to thank you for tuning in to Joplin Football on Jet HD. Matt, what do you think about that first quarter there?
That was some exciting football. I'm actually looking on my phone right now, too, because I've got family up in the St. Lou, Marquette area. And so they've been sending a lot of texts because they've also gone to Joplin back in the day. So it's the Bartmus clan. Love you guys. They're kind of torn between where they come from and where they are now. So, but yeah, that really has nothing to do with anything. But it's been, it's pretty much, even though it says 14-0, it's turning into a pretty good smash mouth, hard-hitting game down there.
All right, so we switch.
It's coming down to the eye of the tiger, man.
Oh, yeah.
Eye of the tiger.
Oh, and he's going to get some yards there. He's going to move this one up to about the 42. Not enough for the first, but he's going to make it 3rd and 7. Oh, it's going to be at the 45. Sorry, folks. It looked like he had it further, but.
Both teams are just fighting it hardcore.
Marquette looking to put up some points here this drive after that regroup that they got. We're about 11 minutes and 20 seconds into the second quarter here at Dewey Combs Athletic Complex at Jung Field. Williams going to keep this one. He's looking for a man to give it to.
Oh,
and he finds him, number 85. That's going to be Caden Woodfin there with the reception. And that's enough for a Marquette first down. And they're going to go ahead and move this one up.
This crowd is so loud. Makes me feel almost like an old man when I say that. This crowd is so loud.
Needs some noise control there, huh? And some movement from number 10. Going to leave Williams back by himself again. And he's going to run that. They're going to run the option.
Oh, wow. There he goes.
And he's had so much success.
Wow.
Another first down.
Good run.
I said this was going to be a battle of the running backs. But this might be a battle of the quarterbacks there running the ball. Williams has such a successful game running the ball. It kind of reminds me like he might be having a little Lamar Jackson in him from the Ravens. And they're going to go ahead and watch the coaches, see what they want to adjust there. And they're going to line this one back up. Both teams ready. And that one's handed off to Kerr. Kerr gets some yardage, and he's hauling them around on his back. But he's going to be stopped at about the
Can you smell
about
that?
the 40-yard line. Yeah.
Someone's cooking burgers out there.
Boogers.
Not boogers. Burgers.
Burgers.
It smells really good.
Might have to stop and get some burgers at our wonderful concession stand.
I got, there we go. Plug it in. I got distracted, which is not hard.
And Joplin getting loud.
Second
But
and 8.
Williams staying calm in there. He's going to take off with it again.
Man, that guy.
Not going to have the same success that he did last time. But Kerr does move the ball a little bit. 37. He gets about a yard there. 3rd and 6. Sorry, he gets about 2 yards there. Well, they're not going to. 3rd and 7. We'll go with that.
It's a big play right here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bad snap.
Hankey's on the field.
Is the ref going to call an offsides here? No.
Whoa.
It's charged against the Mustangs.
False start?
False start. And they're going to get moved back.
Wow.
To 3rd and 12. All right.
Lining up again.
They have to convert here. So, for me, this is an obvious passing situation. And they think so, too. He
They
can't
got
find
him.
a man.
He's
He can't
going
find a
down.
man.
There
And
he
he's
goes.
sacked.
Wow.
And he's going to be sacked about the 45-yard line.
That is over a 10-yard loss.
He's going to get put back in his own territory.
Man, the Eagles are just fired up.
They put that at 4-22, and they're not going to go for the 4th here. They sent on their punting team to get rid of this one. And that was just...
If I was playing Madden, I would go for it.
You would go for it. Well, this isn't Madden. This is real life here.
I know.
Looks like they might be lining up for a direct snap. No.
Whoa.
And that one's kicked off. Zach Westmoreland there
Here
with the
we go.
return.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to
He's
find a
breaking
hole.
through. Oh, my gosh. He's gone.
He's gone.
He is gone.
At the 20. At the
He
10.
jumped over a dude.
Touchdown. Joplin.
He jumped
Eagles.
over a guy. That was crazy.
Wow. What a play there by Zach Westmoreland. Just the kick, found the hole, ran it down. That makes it 20-zip here.
He jumped over a guy.
He did. He just jumped over him.
That was crazy.
Crazy game. Crazy play right there.
Did he get it? Yep.
Yep.
Extra point is good.
21-0 with 7 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the second quarter. And the cheerleaders doing push-ups. So is Eddie the Eagle, the Joplin High School mascot. We got a good look at their student section right there. Landis getting some stretches in there, ready to kick this one away. Number 9, number 80 back to receive this one. And Landis kicks this one
Boom.
off. And
It's
we're
all the way
start.
back. Oh, no.
They're going to call the touchback. They're not going to let him run that one back.
I think he wanted to try and run it back.
He looked like he did. I think he wanted to put a little shot back at Zach Westmoreland. So they're going to start at the 20-yard line. Joplin coming off of a Kirkwood game that kept them very close up until the end when they finally got ahead by a few touchdowns.
Yes.
Final score being 69-48, I believe. Williams going to keep that one. Looking for a man.
Oh, he got
He
it.
got it at the 30. That one was almost tipped away. This one's going to be marked at the Mustangs 31. 1st and 10. All righty. Interesting fact of the day, you have 2 NFL logos being represented out there on the field. Joplin obviously using the Philadelphia Eagles logo and Marquette using the Denver Broncos logo. Obviously, they paid for that, so don't worry about any copyright issues there.
Oh.
He's going to get some yardage there. And they're going to make this one 2nd and 5. And they're going to mark this one on the 36-yard line is where they're going to mark this one. Marquette talking it over a little bit. Here they go. They're lining up. They're ready. And it's going to be a pitch there. Oh, he couldn't find his hole.
He was trying.
And
He was
he's gonna
trying
get pushed
hard.
back. Christopher Kerr can't find any answers to that D-line. They're really selling out to stop the run there. And they're doing the best with only about a yard on that one. It's 3rd and 4. There's our student section. The theme for them being Ski Lodge. That was their theme. Yeah, interesting choice, right, Stanley?
Yes.
Right. Kerr's back there by himself. I think they're going to go ahead and pass this one on 3rd and 4. They're going to go ahead and call a timeout. They want to talk this one over.
What do they have? Oh, 3rd and 4?
Yep. They're going to talk this one over. Make sure they're all on the same page here.
There's Jack Carey, field cam.
All right. With the pass there, tipped off. We're going to make this one 4th and 4. Now,
On the 37.
and that offense is going to stay on the field. Nope. I think Marquette's a little confused. They looked like they were going to stay on there, and then the punt team ran out to greet them. And then to punt this one off is the quarterback, George Williams. And that one's going to go out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. All right, Blake Tash out there leading his troops. And we're going to see if they keep up the same momentum they've had this game. And that's a fake. They're going to hand it off.
Oh, wow.
And it's a pass to Glades. He's running. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what they call that one. Holding Joplin. We're going to send this one back. That one's just going to push it back down to 1st and 10. We're just going to replay that one. And Tash with the ball. He can't find somewhere to... Oh, he caught it.
Wow.
Wow, he slides in to catch that one. What a play there.
Man, that was crazy.
Wild. And another flag on the play. False start against Joplin. And we're going to send this one back 2nd and 12. Oh, Tash going to keep the...
Oh, my gosh, there goes Isaiah Davis.
There goes Isaiah Davis.
Oh, and he's still up. He's still going.
And that's going to put Joplin, I think he went out of bounds at the 50. No flags on the play. We're going to keep this one moving.
If I drank Coke, I'd make you get me a Coke for that. Oh, he's got the ball. There he goes. Oh, my God. That guy is like a Mack truck.
Sorry, I got to take this phone call. It's the military. They want their tank back.
There he goes again. 10 yards. Oh, my gosh.
Isaiah
He's
Davis
carrying like two guys with him.
Finally finding his groove. He's in sync. He's getting
got
the
it.
yardage he wants.
This is not the if you're the opposing team, this is not the Isaiah Davis that you want.
This is not the Isaiah Davis you want to see.
That's my brother.
Howdy.
This is Tony. Big Tony.
You want to say something to the people?
I do. It's a great night for Joplin football. It's a great historic night for Joplin High School.
He used to play.
Oh, we have a former player here with us.
Yes, we do have a former player.
All right, both teams going to talk this one over after Marquette takes a timeout.
Doing a little switcheroo.
Getting a little cozy here in our booth. Yeah.
Man, it is a beautiful night. We got a great crowd. The weather's wonderful.
It is.
That's a good crowd for Marquette, too. It's nice to see them come down, and hopefully we send them home in sad buses.
Logan, I don't know if you know this, but we have to say unbiased here on our stream.
Is that right?
That is right.
Sorry, I didn't get the memo on that.
I've had trouble with that myself.
I meant slow, but I mean, you know,
Slow.
safely, safe buses,
buses.
safe buses. I think this is playing right into Joplin's hands because they're taking full advantage. They're playmakers.
Isaiah Davis. They're going to mark that 3rd and 5. The 14-yard line.
So is this, Tony, is this 4-down territory, do you think, if we don't get this?
I think they'd go for it on 4 down.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh.
And the pass to Glades. They got it. We don't need to answer that question.
All right. That's a perfect play. 1st down and on about the 3-yard line.
1st and goal.
So that's awesome.
And good job on Glades keeping the football in his hands after that monster hit.
Absolutely.
And they're going to hand it off to
There it
Davis. He's
is.
going to run it in the end
Touchdown.
zone.
Touchdown.
And that's touchdown number 40 on his impressive career.
Is that 40? My gosh. What a way to end at the home field, right?
Yeah.
Just a great capping to his career. Hopefully, obviously, for all the seniors. I think there's 20 seniors on this team. It's a large group. What a memorable way to hopefully finish their career here on Jung Field.
And you just got to think they're mentoring these young juniors and sophomores as well. So I think we'll see their legacy play here for years to come.
Absolutely, yeah. I have a nephew, Jack, who's a sophomore, Tony, and I guess they've been really helpful for him and really been, I think a mentor is a great word because that's exactly what they're doing, and showing them what it takes to play at this level.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the key is when you're not only competing in the COC with Webb Cities and the Carthages and the Carl Junctions, but also to get to the playoffs and play these 6A schools from larger communities. I mean, it's definitely changes the playmakers, the size, the speed. I mean, everything. And so this type of that consistency and that determination is so important. So we're excited to see what happens after this.
And Landis going to kick this one off. And they're going to field that just short of the end zone. Oh, he almost found his hole there.
Tony, it's interesting. Marquette's game plan seems to be try to hold on the ball as long as they can. They let every play clock go down to 0 and try to climb their way back. But when you're down 28-0, I don't know if that game plan is going to work very well. What do you think?
I think they're going to make some adjustments here. They need to tackle it more by air. They've really been trusting in Christopher Kerr here, but he's just not finding the answers he usually finds here. And he hasn't added very much to his over 2,000-yard year. And it looks like he might have found his lane there.
I tell you what, these running backs have a second burst. I mean, they hit that line, and they're hit once, but then they find that extra level, and they get 3, 4, 5 yards every time.
So what position did you play when you were
I was a tight end. I was
Tight
an
end.
underused tight end, as they say in high school. But we had a great time and had a great experience.
Fullbacks are starting to become a dying breed, and tight ends are starting to become a little more important.
Well, tight ends are being utilized much more in the passing game. And
Williams, he
he's
can't
in
find it.
trouble.
He's going to keep
No.
it. And I don't
Way
think
to stay with
I
it.
think he's going to get sacked there. I don't think they're
Yeah.
going to give him any yards on that play.
yeah, that's just a defensive line pressure sack. And he obviously was kind of bailed out pretty quickly. And, that's the quarterback. Remember that. They don't forget they're getting that pressure. So that clock is going all the time. And when they feel it, especially early in the game, that clock gets quicker and quicker and quicker.
And the Joplin stands are just going wild here. They're trying to rattle that offense.
Joplin looks like they're blitzing here. I don't know if they're disguising it or what, but
Yeah, well, it's going to be an option, so.
he's short. Maybe a generous spot, but he's about short. I wonder if they'll go for it.
They
Minute
are,
left.
They're 0-1
Ooh.
on 4th down conversion. Oh, they're going to give it to him. He's going to move the chains.
That's a
here.
generous spot. Do they have replay in high school, Tony?
We don't have replay. In fact, the chat is very unhappy that we don't have replay.
And false start. It's getting a little excited. See, this is kind of what I was talking about. So you got 59 seconds left. You've got, 65 yards to get to where you need to be. And I don't know what kind of field goal kicker they have, but they just do not have the offense that seems like they can break those big plays. So they're going to need to hurry it up, and I think you're right. They're going to have to make some adjustments.
Let's see if they run down that clock a little bit. No, they're going to try to do quick. Oh, that's a lob out there. Incomplete.
Wow.
Oh, he still caught it.
Wow.
It was knocked down, but he caught it. That is number 7, and that's going to be Matt Cook there.
What great concentration to stay with the play by Matt Cook. I mean, it was a good throw, just bounced off the one receiver, and he stayed with it.
Back to Matt Cook.
That's a great play.
Picked off, but he dropped it.
Yeah, Ledford, great play. That was a great read on the ball. He really, really reacted quickly to that. And
we do have a flag on the play.
It's in the area of holding on the offense. We'll see.
Holding.
Roughing the passer. Oh, shoot.
Oh, on Eagles. They're going to go ahead and move this one up.
That may have been roughing the passer or something like that.
They're going to
all right, so there we go. As soon as I said they couldn't make a big play, 2 back-to-back, so I may be jinxing them.
We'll see. And they're going to fake the
He likes to scramble. He likes to scramble.
Now with 30 seconds left,
They got one timeout.
That last timeout?
Yeah, I think. No, they're getting on the ball quickly or spike it. Yeah, that's what they'll do.
They're trying to hold on to that timeout probably until they have to
use
it.
Well, they need to focus on getting that first down first and then get a new set of downs if they can. But, 21 seconds, it's going to – if they get tackled, inbounds, then they're going to have to burn that last time out.
31, they're lining up in the shotgun. Williams is out there by himself. It looks like they're going to pass this one. I almost would think you give it to Kerr, let him run it, call that timeout, and then try to pass it in the end.
I think you're right. Yeah, third and short. So you got to have someone spying that quarterback and just make sure that it's not a delayed draw play by the quarterback. He's already shown he can run pretty well.
It looks like they're really to a wide open receiver and Matt Cook. He's not going to find his man though.
Was he down by contact?
I don't think it's going to be a fumble there.
Yeah, no. First down and 15. Yeah. So that's right. Yeah, the clock stops with the first down.
They keep spiking that one. They do not want to use that last time out they have.
They're going to have to use it eventually.
Yeah?
Can't take them with you.
They either use it or they lose it. So I don't know. It looks like some of their game plan is to try to trip up the defense and make them get some false plays on there to move it.
They like those slant plays and they like to get the running back in the flat. So we'll see. But they could.
Goal here. And Kerr going to move out. Williams looking for a man.
No, he's going to scramble.
He almost dropped the ball there. I'd call that timeout right there.
Yeah.
If you want to
That's why you keep that timeout.
There they go.
So
they go ahead and call their last timeout there.
Yeah, so this has, been an exciting half for Joplin. I think Joplin all over the board, across the board, I should say, has played really well. Special teams, obviously, the return by Zach Westmoreland, and then the defensive interception and really the pressure all night. And then the offense just continues to play well. So, Marquette's going to need to come up with a lot of answers for the playmakers on Joplin's side.
Mm-hmm. What do you think they're going to do here?
Yeah, so I think Well, I think they've got to throw the ball because they can't get tackled short of the goal line. But they could try to get, some kind of. They tried to do a little pick play down here on the other side, and it wasn't called for offensive pass interference. But you could see them try to free up one of their players with a pick. So, we'll see. You don't want any penalties on Joplin's side, that's for sure too.
All right, they're going to pass it. He's got a man open out there. I guess
And
he
he
didn't
dropped
see
it.
him.
Ooh. 1.6 seconds.
If you could see, number 18 was open out there.
That's right.
In the end zone. He did his curl route. No one was
He
on
was
him.
wide open. So that means that quarterback knew that number 10 was his first read the entire time.
Yeah.
And he was going to throw it to him no matter what. Just listen to that crowd.
They do not want.
Yeah.
They want to make it as tough for them
They
to do
do.
as possible.
They do. Leave no doubt. Marquette gets the ball to start the second half, so.
There's a slant right there. Oh.
Yeah.
And he caught that one. That's a touchdown. Good way to end the half there.
Yeah.
And their field goal team's
Yeah,
going to go ahead and take
that definitely is going to give them a lot of momentum going into half, and so Joplin's going to need to make sure they come out with some high energy and get some defensive stops quickly.
And I mean they got the touchdown, but I still don't want to be in that locker room when it goes to half.
No, that's certainly being down 3 scores to a team like Joplin, it's going to be really, really tough to come back unless they start keying on some mistakes here.
And the field goal is going to be good, and that's how we're going to end our half.
Okay. Well, all things considered, didn't necessarily end the way Joplin wanted it, but certainly they got to feel good about a 3-score lead going into halftime. Offense again is playing well. Marquette is got a little bit of momentum, but still a lot of football to be played.
Yep. All right. So we're going to take a break here. I hope you guys enjoy the halftime show, and we'll come back at half. So see you again. Thank you for watching Joplin Eagles football on Jet HD.
Oh wait, it's blue. You don't want to wait.
Joplin High School Junior, the unified marching band. They are to perform their 2019 competition show featuring Eleanor Rigby, Blackbird, Yesterday, and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Let's hear it for the Eagle Pride Marching Band.
pregnant, he hit a pregnant woman and slammed 2 girls' heads into the concrete wall at school.
Let's go, bro.
I'm looking for him. Yeah, what's up? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just gonna do it. Hey, I'll catch you later.
Hey, Josh. Other than the
Rookie, Imar Express, Freeman Health System, Freeman Liquid
All right, welcome back to Joplin football presented by Jet HD. We have about 30 seconds until we're going to kick things off here. Marquette's going to receive this ball, and Joplin's going to kick it off. The score is sitting 28-7 right now before we start the half.
Yeah, I think we'll know pretty quickly if Marquette made any adjustments at halftime and see if Joplin can also make their adjustments to defend. So hopefully we'll probably know in the first, at least the first drive.
I mean, I think if you're Marquette, you come out acting like you haven't really made much change, kind of throw the defense off, and then when they're getting a little used to what you're doing, that's when you change.
Absolutely. They may try to get better at disguising some things and doing some different things and maybe changing the snap count because that seemed to work early in the game and maybe get back to that.
Landis is going to kick this one off, and the second half of football has started. Oh. Man. Oh, and that one's going to roll back. I almost thought they were going to keep them down at the one.
Oh, man, yeah. All right. So we'll see. We'll see what the game plan is. Down by 3 scores and a high-scoring Joplin team. They're gonna have to score, and they're gonna need to probably score quickly. And I think they know it.
And Joplin just wants to keep fighting so they can go to St. Louis next week
Amen.
and try to.
They do. That clock cannot move fast enough for Joplin. That's for sure.
And Marquette just wants to put enough points on the board to not engage a turbo clock. They do not want to keep that clock running. So once you hit turbo clock, the only way to stop that is timeouts.
I'll tell you what, Chris Cray's a elusive runner. Every first guy that tries to make the tackle, they are missing. So he's got some skill, and he is dangerous. And obviously, if he gets in that open field, he's going to be tough to catch.
There's a reason he has over 2,000 yards. Marquette making a little adjustment there. And the snapbacks to Williams. They hand it off to Kerr. He found his lane. And it's going to be plugged. And I think they're going to be just short.
No, I think they just got it. They're just a yard long.
Oh,
yep.
They gave it to him. First and 10. Marquette.
So as much as Joplin wants to defend that, and obviously they want to make sure to get them 3 and out and get them off the field, they're probably going to be pretty satisfied that not giving up the big play.
They're just trying to chip away at that score.
Mm-hmm.
High snap. They're going to give it back to Kerr.
Yeah. That defensive tackle is really making some good penetration, and that's throwing Cray off. He's got to break it to the outside, and he got 4 yards, but it looks like that was play to set up and go in the middle and go for a lot longer. So the defensive line's getting some penetration. He's got to make some decisions in the backfield, and obviously he's a skilled runner, but that's really good penetration by Joplin defense.
Williams looking for a man. He can't find him, so he's going to take the blocks that he can. He's going to scramble out.
He was trying to hide behind that offensive line for as long as possible.
Paid off. He got 3 yards,
Yeah.
making 3rd and 3. Very manageable to go ahead and get this first down.
Especially for Marquette, the way that they run it well, and those 3 to 4 yard yardages are easy for them to pick up or hit one of their running backs in the flat.
And the officials call a timeout on the field. No injuries.
Mm-hmm.
A little curious what that
They're looking at the sideline a little bit. Tony, what do you think that was?
I'm not really sure.
Just need to talk about where they're having dinner after this game. Is that what it is?
Maybe.
All right, 3rd and a long 3. We'll see if Joplin plays tight on their receivers. They're kind of giving them a little bit of room on the outside. And,
Oh,
yeah.
the court ran it, got it to the 50.
Yeah, these design draw plays are super tough to defend because you're trying not to give up that big play, and what happens is that these quarterbacks super smart, and he's a senior, and Williams is obviously knows what he's doing, and that was a design draw all day long, and it worked beautifully for them.
Pitch out. And he's going to
Great flow to the ball. Those linebackers and defensive backs really filled well. That really was a nice play.
It's a nice play if you're a defense.
Yeah.
If you're an offense, it's not what you
Yeah,
want.
that's, that Marquette wants 3rd and short. That's what they want. They want 3rd and short. So this is actually a really, really important down for Joplin's defense because, Marquette does not do well with 3rd and long. We've already seen that. They gave up a sack when it was 3rd and 12, and it quickly became 4th and 22. But they're not blitzing at all.
He's going to draw it.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Matt earlier that I thought this was going to be a game of the running backs. And I'll say it again. I think it's a running game. It's just not by the people you'd expect to see.
Well, they've got talent in many positions, quarterback, running back, and they seems like they're interchangeable. And they're doing a really good job. They're doing a really good job of utilizing the play action when they can, the draw play. Their offensive line obviously is skilled as well.
And he found a lane. He got the first down there. I think that's going to be his first down of the night. Now, Isaiah Davis is the other running back for Joplin. Obviously, I think there's a little competition there.
Well, and they want to keep Isaiah Davis, the running back, on the sidelines as long as possible because he is dangerous. And
unfortunately for Marquette, he can play middle linebacker.
He's on the field at all times. The Iron Man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen him get tired. Well, that quarterback's got that figured out. Joplin really needs to cue on that. They're trying to spread out those linebackers and defensive backs and spread them out to the opposite side of the field, and then they're just run that quarterback draw to the place where the Joplin defenders aren't. Second and 4. This is right where Marquette wants to be. They're on this side of the 50. They're on the Joplin side of the 50. This is 4-down territory, no matter what.
Let's see. And they're going to run it.
That's a good flow by Joplin. That's actually really good.
He's starting to get in the groove there. That's another first down, I believe, for Marquette.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be 3rd and 2nd, just short.
So once again, Marquette, Tony, 3rd and short. Exactly what they want. They've already eaten up almost 6 minutes on the clock. I mean, this is exactly what Marquette wants.
I think they're kind of thinking here, if they can score, they're going to score, but they also want to try to keep Joplin from making that lead because we've seen what happens when Joplin gets carried.
100%.
You start to get into the 60 territory.
Yeah, well, and they're trying to chisel away at that lead, and they're just going to try to eat clock as much as they can, and try to cue on either strong defense by Marquette, whether it be turnovers by Joplin. So it's this drive is really important for Joplin to hold strong and not give up any points.
And the last game against Kirkwood, Joplin put up 69 points, only 1 point away from breaking 70. That'd be the first time they break 70 all season. Don't think that's going to happen here.
It's a good fill by the linebacker. Good play. I'll tell you what, Holden Ledford's been all over the field tonight. He's really playing with high energy.
He's been returning kicks, and he's been making stops.
Yeah, playing great defense and really playing aggressively, and I think bringing a lot of energy to the defense. Hopefully that can hopefully they can have that continue.
That's a pitch. Oh,
Yeah.
if he would have hit the Jets a little bit more there,
Yeah,
he
there's
would
just
have been gone.
there's a lot of red over there. That was a good flow, and
And they're going to mark it just short.
they're
Third
marking
and
just short.
again.
Third and short. Third and short. I feel like I'm repeating myself.
You guys can't see, but off on the sidelines, Blake Tash is keeping that arm warm. He doesn't want to come out there with any slip-ups.
Man, this has been one heck of a drive. 12-minute drive almost.
And
There
another
it is.
screen option. They get the first down. There's a flag on the play.
Is there a flag?
It looked
I
like
don't
there
see.
was.
No, I don't think so. We wish there was a flag on the play. I'll tell you what, I hope those defensive linemen start it looks like they're held in there. They start putting their hands on their hips. That means they are gassed.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Great. That's a
And he
really
gets
good
swamped
fill.
there.
Yeah, that's a really good defensive line play. That's good linebacker fill. That's a really good way to start that first down. So once again, Tony, the second down is going to be important.
It's crazy to think. We're almost 3 minutes until fourth, and Joplin hasn't touched the ball yet.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what Marquette wants to do. It's exactly what they're designed to do. This offense is designed to hold the ball for a long time. Nickels and dimes, add up, but they're looking for a touchdown.
Oh. They read that one really good.
Absolutely. Yeah, Joplin did a good job. They really cued on the quarterback there. It wouldn't surprise me if they try to run that play again and give it to the running back because he actually had quite a bit of room. So hopefully that Joplin's got some discipline to maybe stay with that running back if they try to run that play again.
Yeah. I mean, if you're playing against a running quarterback and you keep running the ball, eventually you're going to want to give it to your running back. Because
Absolutely.
You're starting to make them think, well, the running back's not going to
That's
get
exactly right.
So.
Or in this case, he could try to pretend like he was going to run it and throw a pass. So we'll see. The third and long, this is not what they're built for.
And he's going to run it again.
Yep.
And he stops
Great
short.
fill. That's a great discipline. Great discipline.
4th and 9. You'd think it's time to pass the ball now. It's time to put it in the air.
Yeah, so this is 4th and 9, and Marquette is not designed to pick this up easily. So look for I would definitely, Tony, look for a pass in this situation. They've had some success. I remember in the end of the first half, they had some success throwing the ball. So hopefully Joplin is pressuring the quarterback and can cue on the receivers.
I think you're going to see some slant plays here. And he throws it up there. Blocked. It's not going to happen. Joplin's going to finally get the ball with 1:47 left. First
So
and 10, and
that's
they'll
I tell you what, that is a bend don't break scenario, right? That's exactly what you want your defense to do. Is it may not be pretty, but at the end of the day, here you are. You get the ball back. Not great field position, but now you keep them off the scoreboard.
Yep. Holding them to only a touchdown in this game. And they're going to give it to Isaiah Davis. He's not going to find the hole. There was a small gap that opened up.
Yeah.
I don't think he saw that one.
Yeah, Marquette's D-line really did well. They closed that hole pretty quickly.
Alrighty. And Tash with the snap. They're going to give it back to Davis. And he almost found his lane, but he's going to be stopped.
All right.
They're going to keep it at 3rd and
So we
9.
got third and 5 here. You know, so Joplin, the way that they're designed, they can go a lot of different options here. They can throw a slant. They can even hand that off.
And Tash throws that one. It's caught by Westmoreland. He's going to hold on to it. They're not going to get him down.
We halfway expected him to break that and take it to the house. I tell you what, Zach Westmoreland has a tremendous skill that is impossible to teach, and that is he is so tough to bring down. He makes that first guy miss almost every time, and then it's off to the races. So great. He knew exactly what he needed. You needed 5. He got 7.
Oh, that's a lob out there to Westmoreland. He's going to overthrow that one.
He's not going to miss that very often. Giving a lot of credit to Westmoreland's speed, and Westmoreland probably would say that, do that every time. I will catch it. I promise.
Now, Tash only missing 35 out of about 120 some passes. No, I think it's 160 some passes.
Yeah, he's quite consistent, and I mean, and almost throws no interceptions. And hopefully I'm not jinxing him, but he is.
Thrown 1 INT.
Is that right?
Season.
And that was last week.
Yep,
that was last week.
And they're going to hand it to Glades, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. He's still moving. Oh, that's not what you want to see happen there on 2nd and 10.
That is tough. That is tough.
Clock's running.
You know, he's so fast, and when he doesn't see that hole open, he's trying to break it to the other side. But unfortunately, you're going backwards. Yeah. So
if you're not running out this clock, you're passing the ball.
Yeah, I think you're happy to go in the 4th quarter here, and regroup a little bit, and maybe even try to get as much of that back, but
they're gonna run
try to flip the field.
They're not going to get a snap off before that ends. They got 4 seconds to do it.
They're acting like it.
Oh, they do. They pop it off just before. A lob out there to
Wow,
Trayshawn Thomas.
I'm
and he
telling
catches
ya.
it at the 50. Wow. What an answer to getting stopped back there. You make something go backwards, you bring it right back forwards.
You know, what a great example of the difference between Marquette and Joplin. 3rd and 19, and Marquette has very few answers for that. Joplin has multiple answers. They have multiple weapons. And Thomas made a great catch right in the middle of the field. Tash put it right where he could get it and no one else. And what a way to end that 3rd quarter, Tony.
Yeah. All right, they're taking a little break, getting some water. Just going to kind of talk over what went wrong with Glades to get put back that far. And they're going to see how they can adjust so that he can get moving forwards a little bit more. And that's just been Joplin's attitude. Even when they're doing great, they want to focus on the little things they're doing wrong so that they can be doing perfect.
I'll tell you what, that if they're able to walk away with a victory here, it's not going to get easier. And that is so important that they come out of this game, feeling like they're still fundamentally sound.
And that's a hand to Davis. He found a hole, but he was stopped right after he found his lane.
I feel sorry for number 22 for Marquette. He's got to take on Isaiah Davis head on, and Isaiah's going to win that match most of the time. He's built like a freight train. He is a big dude. When he's running downhill, then look out.
Oh, he found his lane. The thing with Isaiah Davis is, if you stop him short, you're good. But as soon as he finds an open lane, you better hope you can take him down because he's gone.
He's got a nose for the end zone.
When he picks up that momentum.
It was a good open field tackle by number 7, though. Just hold on to his legs and just hang on.
And there's a flag on the play.
It looks maybe on the defense. Oh, no. False start.
Joplin.
Got a little excited.
Personally, I didn't really see any cause for the flag.
That's all right. So we'll see here. So Joplin really can do just about anything here. They've got the run available to them. They've got the pass available to them. So we'll see what Coach Jasper and the offensive coordinators have dialed up.
And they throw it to Trayshawn Thomas. You know, it might be bad for me to say I thought he was going to get tackled as soon as he got that ball, but he did good. He spun out of there, moved it down.
I tell you what, Marquette's doing a good job of reading that, you know, that quick screen, and they're really flowing the ball well, which may open it up on a fake or something else if they can run that again.
Oh, he's got a wide open man. He sees him. And that's going to be
just short, yeah.
That's going to be Keaton Renfro there.
So what Joplin's thinking here, you know, 3rd and 2, they've got 2 downs to get 2 yards, and they've got one of the best running backs in the state to do it.
And there they go. Move the chains. They're going forward.
Absolutely. So I heard a little rumor about one of the Marquette coaches.
Okay.
Do you want to hear that?
Sure.
So I guess one of the offensive line coaches married a woman who broke up with Brad Pitt to date him and marry him.
Interesting.
So what do you think about I'm sure she's very happily married, but
Yeah.
every once in a while I wonder she's
Maybe she's thinking.
I'm sure Tash is thinking he had that pass back.
Yeah. And I mean, Tash, he knows Zach Westmoreland. They've been playing since middle school at least. They've been playing in junior ball. And that's the thing with these Joplin boys is they've been playing with each other for so long. They know what they can catch and what they can't.
That's right.
And I think he just had a little too much faith that he was going to run and jump that one. And he's brought down. He's
That's
gonna
just
get right
good.
back
Yeah.
up, though.
That's just good defensive penetration by Marquette. So this is 3rd and long, and I think the offensive line is going to need to really step it up and give Tash some time, let him throw that ball.
Tash. And he just, kind of looked like he just threw that one away.
Yeah, looks like it was, well, maybe his internal clock was going off a little bit and he thought he had to throw it away, but may have been just miscommunication.
It looks like he's getting a little cold out there. He's usually not missing this many passes.
He's a little chilly.
They are in their sleeves.
All right, 4th down.
4th and 12. They're going to go for it. Bold move. They're going to give it to
Oh, they're
Davis.
just going to let Davis do what he does best.
Oh, and he broke it. No matter what happens, that's a first.
Wow.
Wow, just short of the end zone.
You
It
know-
went from 4th and 12 to 1st and goal.
You know what that is called?
Trust.
That is trust.
Yeah,
In Isaiah Davis, we trust. You take the ball behind the line of scrimmage and you run the ball for, at least 15, 20-yard gain. That is trust in your running back.
Oh, fumble. Oh, he's got to get Oh,
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
they're going to get pushed back to the 20 after a great play by Davis. And they're wishing they had that snap back.
Yeah, 16-yard loss, so it's still, 2nd and goal, and that makes it a little bit harder to maneuver here.
I think if you just
But the thing is, Joplin doesn't have to get it all back right now.
You're right.
Get close, get inside the 10, and then just keep chipping away.
Oh.
Little screen play.
Oh, Westmoreland came out of nowhere to catch that one. Westmoreland's going to try to take it to the house.
He got it all that 16 yards back.
Yeah. They didn't have to get it back in one play, but they sure did. And
They were getting greedy there. I just said 10 yards.
That wasn't Westmoreland's intended route. He saw that Tash was getting flooded, and he found a lane.
Yeah. Now, it's a great read, and, really knowing your quarterback needs you and adjusting your route is key.
They're going to give it to Davis.
And he's going to score.
Finds the outside. Touchdown.
Wow. I'll tell you what.
Isaiah Davis, the South Dakota commit.
Absolutely. It's exciting. So, Tony, what a kick in the gut this is for Marquette. So you take up and eat up the entire third quarter, and you have nothing to come away with it. And here Joplin puts together over a 4-minute drive, converts on a fourth down, converts on a third down, third and long, and I mean fourth and long, and here they are, you know, kicking an extra point to go up by 28. And virtually this game, you know, this may be the nail in the coffin. This may be it, because Marquette's not designed to come back. So Marquette's going to really need to pull something out of their hat to make this competitive.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say it's over yet, but it's starting to look like
I'm telling you. I don't see the buses warming up yet.
Yeah.
I don't see them warming up quite yet here.
They've still got those doors wide open.
So do we know at all if Joplin does walk away with this, who are they playing next week in St. Louis?
I'm not sure yet, but I figure that out for you.
I know that De Smet is still in it, and there's a few other competitive teams. And I tell you what, it's not going to get easier. It's only going to get more and more competitive. And, you know, last year whenever Joplin faced CBC in the semifinals, I mean, it was a great game, a physical game, a really emotional game. And so hopefully Joplin's ready after that experience to really put it all together.
And Joplin was really hoping to get to play CBC at the state championship.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, De Schmidt came in and let him have it.
Yeah, De Smet beat CBC twice, once in the regular season and once in the playoffs. So De Smet is the real deal. All right, so this is the defense really needs to cue on the quarterback here and, you know, be ready for that pass. They probably want to run the draw play. They want to do that running back sweep, but they just do not have the time. They don't have the time. They cannot get back in this game with those kinds of plays.
That's
Great play
interception.
by the defensive back.
Oh,
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah.
It looked like he had it.
20
there for a
It
second.
was. It was. Really good play by the cornerback to give the receiver a little bit of room, but then able to close so quickly and knock that ball away. That is something you practice every single day, and no doubt they were ready for that. Joplin goes to 3 defensive linemen. That means they've got more people in the backfield and the defensive backfield to play on the pass.
All right, well, if Joplin pulls away here and wins this thing, they're either going to play Liberty North or Raymore Peculiar. And they're tied 21-21 right
Ooh,
now.
Man, okay.
So there's no indefinite who they're going to play.
Okay. So I know Ray-Pex out of Kansas City. I assume Liberty, I guess, is out of North Kansas City as well. So I'll tell you what, Kansas City has the thoroughbreds up there, and they're ready to play. Joplin back to the 3 defensive linemen again. I tell you what, Chris Cray's got he is incredibly elusive. He makes that almost every defender miss on him. So 4th and short here. So pretty much everything's in the bag at this point. So we've got 4th and short here. We'll see. They're going to probably take it down and kind of regroup a little bit. It's interesting. So Joplin still got 3 down linemen, so they're still queuing on the pass. They're hopeful that those defensive linemen can get pressure on the quarterback and see if they can create some havoc. We got to watch for those short passes if you're Joplin, because they're going to try to hit the receiver in a curl, maybe a tight end in the flat. So we'll see here. Or maybe even quarterback draw. Try to take advantage of maybe Joplin queuing too much on the pass.
All righty. And Williams all there by himself. He's going to run it. And he's not going to get what he I think he's going to
I think he barely got it.
See,
The refs are feeling generous tonight
gonna
with
give
that
it to
spot.
him.
I don't think the fans like that call.
No. I think the fans wanted them to maybe go out there and measure that one out. Oh, he stays in with that one.
What a catch. That's great concentration there.
Number 18 for Marquette. That's going to be Ben Cohen right there.
That's a great catch. Great concentration. Quarterback was cueing on him the entire time, knew exactly who his primary receiver was, and delivered it and caught it, and not only stopped the clock, but got the first down.
If any of you guys are in the St. Louis area wondering how DeSchmidt's doing, right now they lead Howell with 17-3 with 2 minutes to go in the third. All right, well, back to our game here. They're going to hand it off to Kerr.
Cray.
Not going to get what he wanted, but
You know what the Joplin's best friend is right now?
what's that?
A running clock.
Yeah, right.
That is that is their best friend. So they will give up 4 yards all day long as that clock keeps moving. And that's one step closer to the semifinal.
He can't find a man, but he finds an open lane. Slowing down there so that he can get some blocks.
He's a natural scrambler. You can tell. He's constantly, his hips and feet are moving at all times. So he is dangerous in the open field, but Joplin is really playing back. Most of their defensive backs are playing back as to prevent any kind of big play.
Yep. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. He can't find a man again, so he's going to run right through that defense.
He just fell. He just tripped.
He would have been.
The turf monster got him.
And there's a flag. The Joplin fans.
Did they say he hit him after the whistle or late hit?
Late. And the Joplin student section.
And sportsman. Oh, it's on Marquette. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So maybe something was said, and it wasn't Happy Thanksgiving. Hope your family's well. So I imagine that Marquette may be a little bit frustrated at this point, may get a little chippy here. So this is going to be really important. Looks like Joplin is going to be able to walk away with this significant win, but right now they don't want any kind of silly penalties, any kind of injuries. I mean, that really would be, just devastating at this point, especially when you've looks like you've got this game wrapped up.
Alrighty. 2nd and 23. I don't think the quarterback's going to run it, but he does like to run it.
He's run at least the last 3 to 4 plays.
No, he's not going to run it. But
He's going to give it to Chris Cray.
Oh, Kerr's finally found his feet here. And he's going to
nice
get it
15-yard pickup.
He's going to get back to where they were hoping it would have been.
That's right, before the penalty.
3rd and 7. What a run by Chris Kerr. There's a lot of similarities with Chris Kerr and Isaiah Davis. It's almost scary how their play styles are.
Mm-hmm.
They're both about the same size. And if you look at some of Chris Kerr's highlights from last game, a lot of his runs seem to be stopped by being grabbed by the leg.
Yep.
Not being tackled.
Yep.
Just like Isaiah Davis. He's going to keep this.
Here's the pass.
He's going to throw it up there, and he's just going to throw it out.
He threw it to no one. He wanted to get rid of that quickly.
There didn't really look like there was an open receiver over there.
Well, I think that's a credit. Joplin defense knew that they were going to throw it, and they were willing to give up, maybe even a first down on a draw play if he ran it. But Tony, they're not willing to give up that long play. They're just not. They're playing off, and that's by design.
And Joplin is getting loud here. And just
he's going to be short. Yeah,
he dropped it.
Yeah. Well, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. He was so short of the first down unless he could have made a few tacklers miss. So that's a great turnover on downs by Joplin. And Marquette's got 3 timeouts, so they can certainly, stop the clock and try to get it back. But Joplin's going to be very comfortable just trying to eat the clock up here.
Four minutes, 20 seconds left. If we get a nice in chat, that'd be appreciated. I believe we will win.
It's the champ.
And
Oh, Westmoreland.
Oh,
wow.
Westmoreland found a lane.
I'm telling you, he is something special. We certainly have enjoyed watching him play on Jung Field. He's had a great career. There's a penalty.
There is, yep. So
Maybe a holding on Joplin.
Is it just me, or does it seem like you play the I believe we will win? You start doing that more when you know you're going to win, not when you believe.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's it's very humbling when you're saying that and then you walk away and you lose. So you definitely want to do it when you're pretty darn confident that you're going to walk away with a win.
Now Joplin's had a couple of close games this year.
Yeah.
This one not shaping up to be one of them.
Not at all. You had the game against Carthage that really was close. You had the Webb City comeback that was not on Caden Roberts' day. And then, Kirkwood really was a close game for a while until Joplin kind of opened it up at the end. But it was back and forth, and Joplin was down by 2 scores.
And there was some controversy over the Kirkwood game afterwards. It seems like there might be some adjustments to the coaching staff after some foul play last week. But
okay, so really not much on that first down play. Again, Joplin's very comfortable in eating as much clock as possible.
And I mean, we need to be unbiased and all, but we're not talking unbiased in the NFL. And Marquette's wearing my Broncos logo, and I don't think they've earned it.
Well,
so.
As a Chiefs fan, that makes me happy to have them walk away.
All right, Joplin with the ball here. Isaiah Davis breaking a tackle, couldn't find his lane. He's going to be stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, I think that's Glades. I think they were trying to give Glades some room to run.
Oh, that was Glades.
Yeah, Nathan, he's so, he's got that quick burst that's really special. And, unfortunately, I think he just had too much defensive line penetration and was not able to bounce it out to the outside where he had some room to run. But, once again, stayed in bounds. That clock keeps running. And it'll be interesting to see if Marquette even tries to call the timeout or just, start warming those buses up and head home.
Marquette and Joplin both have all 3 of their timeouts.
Great catch there.
Caught that one.
I tell you what, that defensive back was just hanging all over him, and the concentration that Zach Westmoreland showed in bringing that down was super impressive.
And they're going to stop him at midfield.
And you were talking about Tash and Westmoreland playing together that long. That's a great example of that before Westmoreland even came out of his cut, that ball was in the air because he knew exactly where he was going to be and knew he was going to put it in a place where he could catch it. Mm-hmm. He just happened to be carrying number 18 on his back while he was doing it.
Yeah.
That was he's like Santa Claus with his sack on his shoulder, delivering toys.
Oh, Joplin caused Marquette to jump a little early.
And got a little excited.
Yeah.
Got a little excited.
And that's going to give Joplin 4 and 2.
4th down and 2.
Very manageable.
That's right.
I say they.
So, Tony, what's the play call here? It's 4th and 2. Isaiah Davis is not on the field.
Mateo James is a strong runner.
So what do you do here?
I think you just give it to James.
Okay.
I mean, Mateo's proved time and time again that when he runs the ball, he runs with confidence, and he may not look like the biggest man on the field, but he runs like he's the biggest man.
He
on
plays
the field.
hard. Oh, the center didn't get the exchange right. That's
And
not going to be helpful for field position.
Nope.
4th and 7 is a much different strategy than 4th and 2.
And they're back at 4th and 7 where they
Mhm.
started.
You still think they hand it off?
I mean, you still have Westmoreland and a majority of your wideouts still on the field. I think the only missing starter is Isaiah Davis.
I think they may run it here. It's you're up 28. There's a minute 31 left, and naturally you want to you want to. And he may even pooch kick this.
Interesting. They do. He does pooch kick it.
It got tipped.
It's a live ball. I don't know.
No, it's a punt. Yeah, I think Tash regrets kicking that as he got crushed after he did kick it. So he may look at the coach and say, next time let's get a little bit of more protection.
Some of these Joplin kids are wearing hoodies out there under their pads and everything, trying to keep warm.
It's not that cold, is it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nice and warm in the
But
booth.
If you're, I don't know, if you're playing football, I don't think you really want to have a hood hanging out of your jersey.
It is a part. You can be taken down by your hood. As
long as they're careful and don't get a horse collar
Absolutely.
call there.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, Marquette probably needs to be very proud. You know, they were lost one game in the regular season. They're finishing their season here. Probably have a lot to be proud of, and better yet, looks like Joplin's going to, be able to go in the semifinals with some momentum after beating a tough Kirkwood team and really being able to take advantage of a good game plan, a really, really good game plan, and against Marquette.
That was number 1, Aries Gillard, with the catch there. He's a senior. Really, he doesn't have too much of the stats. He doesn't look like he's someone that Marquette likes to throw to very often, but he just proved there that, hey, coach, maybe you should throw it to me a little more.
All right,
I think it's safe to say we're not going to see a comeback here.
No, I think they're trying to throw the ball. They may be trying to get some seniors, maybe to get some catches just for good memories and such. But
yeah, and I mean, obviously, you want to try to make some kind of highlights to give some recruiters maybe a little reason to,
or at least to tell your kids one of these days that you played under the lights on Friday, and need to be proud.
Throw. That one's just going to go out.
He's throwing it to the cheerleaders. Probably had his phone number on it.
3rd and 10, not 3rd and short like they would want.
Well, let's
see what they're going to do here.
Yeah, and let's see. Hopefully, with potentially maybe with even a closer. Well, it depends on where the game is next Saturday, or next weekend. Hopefully a good Joplin crowd can make the trip, show up, really, support the team, and hopefully cheer them on to get to the state final.
Yep. I mean,
there's Craig Owen.
Oh wow!
Makes about 4 dudes miss.
Christopher Craig. He got a little movement in there.
He reminds me a lot of Christian McCaffrey for the Carolina Panthers, just being so elusive and quick.
Yeah.
Just wasn't able to break anything big tonight. Joplin did a really good job of containing them.
And if you're Marquette, I mean, you kept this Joplin team down to 35 points. That's not a final
that's
score
something.
You usually see for Joplin.
That's something.
You got to be excited for your defense. I don't think the offense is going to touch the ball again for Joplin.
Well, I think Marquette's getting frustrated. It looks like one of the Marquette players may have said something that the ref did not appreciate.
And I mean, they're emotional.
Well, sure, they've had a long season, and this is disappointing for them. But
especially for those seniors who really wanted to have a ring that they could.
Absolutely.
posted up
Absolutely.
by their bedside for years to come.
That being said, at the end of the day, though, you still have to, act with respect, and you got to make good decisions. And, you've got kids that are watching you and younger players that are watching you. You got to keep your head. And the coach pulled him off the field, and probably he needs to cool down a little bit.
Yeah. They're going to run that one. Oh. Who's looking to make something happen there?
Well, Tony, that may be it.
I think we're going to end the game.
That's it. Well, this crowd is just loving this. And
there it is, number 63.
Absolutely.
KRD.
In honor. Oh, Gatorade Bass for the coaches. Gatorade Bass. That would be cold.
That would be cold. Wow.
Very
Joplin's
cool.
so emotional, so happy. They've done it. They have done it. You're going to see them in the state semifinals in St. Louis, Missouri.
They have much to celebrate. Great game plan, great execution, no turnovers, no mistakes. Really just excellently well played. Great overall team win, special teams, defense, offense, all around by Joplin.
Unfortunately, this will be the last time you're going to see a Jet HD game this year, as Joplin won't be home anymore. So we just suggest you go out there and support the boys in St. Louis and Mizzou. I know it's a long trip, but they've worked hard. Congratulations to all the Joplin players for moving on to the semifinals, and just good job to the Marquette players for fighting in there and trying their best to win a football game.
I tell you what, getting back to the state semifinals, is no easy feat, and what a compliment to this team to come together and hard-fought season, obviously undefeated, and then go in the playoffs and really make a statement. And they're going to the state semifinals with a tremendous amount of confidence. And if I am any team, Joplin is not a team I would want to play. Yeah. They have so many threats and big play weapons, and so it's going to be fun to see that state semifinal game.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a long bus ride home for Marquette. To know for the seniors it's the last game they're going to play, at least at the high school level. Hopefully some of these guys are going to go on to college, play some college ball, and I mean, for a lot of them, probably big pipe dreams to play in the NFL. So,
well, speaking of dreams, you made one of my dreams come true, as I've always wanted to broadcast on some sort of football game, Tony. So thank you for letting me join you up here.
Well, we're happy.
You made my dreams come true. My daughter Mary Ann, one of these days, will remember this. So she's been a good girl. So thank you.
All right.
Are we good? Yeah. That was fun.
All right.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
I did. Have a great time doing this.
I hope you enjoy my brother. My brother's a good dude.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to be running solo for a little bit. Just thank you guys for tuning in to Joplin football, presented by Jet HD. And look at them. There it is. Congratulations to Joplin football for getting that plaque. They've earned it. They've worked for it. And they're going to move on to the semifinals. So, whoever you're playing, buyer beware. Wow. So signing out is myself, Tony Miller, and I just want to say a huge thank you from myself and all of our Jet HD crew. Again, just a reminder, look at the passion on these boys as the fans run out. Wow, there's so much raw emotion on that field. They're so happy to be there. So happy to take that win. Congratulations again to Joplin. You can hear the fight song playing in the background here. Joplin's they've worked their way to get to where they are. And this will be the last game played at Dewey Combs Athletic Complex at Jung Field. So that means, unfortunately, you won't see another Jet HD stream until the kickoff game of in August. So. So, whoever, depending on the winner of Troy Buchanan or Fort Smith, I believe, that'll depend on who is going to go on and where they're going to play at, because Joplin is no longer the #1 seed, because they've won districts. So now they're coming on to play those higher playing teams in the Kansas City, St. Louis area. So don't worry. Such an amazing game. So much raw passion. Just look at them. The stands filling up. We want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight's game. We're going to sign out here from all my wonderful Jet HD crew and myself, Tony Miller. They're going to pray this one off the field. I know I keep saying we're going to sign off, but the cameras aren't going black yet. So I apologize if I get a little repetitive. There's just so much raw emotion on that field. There's going to be a lot of celebrating tonight in Joplin, Missouri. This is, I believe, the first time they've been to a semifinal game in a while. So they're going to go on. If they win this one, they move on to Mizzou. So after the game at wherever it is next week in the St. Louis area, Joplin, if they do pull away and win, which it's going to be a tough game because they're going to be playing two very good teams. Depending on who wins that one, they're going to go on to Mizzou and play the winner of whoever wins that game. I believe it's going to be yes, the final in DeSchmidt was 24-3, so they're going to go on and play. And so depending on the winner of the next DeSchmidt game is going to be who's going to play in state. It's either going to be Joplin and DeSchmidt, or Troy Buchanan or Fort Scott, or I'm not really sure who DeSchmidt's going to play next week, but I believe it's either going to be Liberty North or Liberty Peculiar.
We're not done yet, gentlemen. All right.
I could be wrong. Sorry, I'm not fact checking that.
All right. Love you. I'm proud of you.
The
Make sure
you can see right now the field's just flooded. Coach Jasper giving a little pep talk to these boys, telling them how they played well tonight. Coach Jasper got a little cold after that bath he took. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a moment of silence to really let you guys settle in on that passion that's going on out there. All right. And as Joplin gets back up from their little talk, they're going to mosey around a little bit, get back into the kneel position. And I think they're getting their picture taken with that plaque. Congratulations to these boys. Congratulations to Black Tash for leading such a great offensive game out there. And congratulations to all those defensive players, led by Zach Westmoreland and Isaiah Davis, to kind of hold those guys to only one touchdown in this game. All right. And turn out the lights. The party's over.